guys, welcome back to a new cosplay vlog. Today I'm going to go over my classic comic book look for Scarlet Witch. I have done one of Wanda's looks from the movies before, but I was really inspired to do more of a classic comic book take on the character. So here were some of my inspiration images, some of my favorites throughout the years with kind of the more classic Wanda look. Specifically the red bodysuit, pink tights, red boots, red cape, the long pink sleeves, and the very famous headpiece, of course. So I was lucky enough to have some of these pieces already to help create this look, and others I needed to work and create, so let's get started. The big part of Scarlet Witch's look is the headpiece. We have a more modern version of it now in the MCU, but I wanted the classic comic book look. So I decided to shape it out and kind of make it myself, similar to how I made my Loki helmet. I cut it out of thin cardboard that I already had and was able to shape it around my head. From there I did a layer of just different newspapers and kind of modge-podged it together. Of course, this needed to be red, so I went ahead and spray painted this headpiece a bright red to get the perfect Scarlet Witch look. The bend in the cardboard worked perfectly for fitting around my face and kind of resting against my forehead. I also needed to get some fabric for this one, specifically for the cape. I didn't have a red cape, and I wanted something simple in the bright red color that is so fitting for Wanda. And I had no idea how long to do it, so I measured it just by holding the fabric up to me. Alright, so I'm getting ready to dye two pieces for the Scarlet Witch cosplay. Kind of like the sheer top that I'm going to be wearing. It's white, so we're going to hopefully be dyeing it to like a light pink to kind of give that classic Scarlet Witch look. And then I'm using a swimsuit bodysuit for like the main piece, and there's some like sunspots in it, so I'm just gonna throw it in the dye as well to maybe help cover up some of that. I've personally never dyed anything like this before, so let's see how this goes. Bodysuit before, sheer shirt before, that's a look. Stir up that Scarlet Witch potion there to get the proper colors for my top and my main suit. I gotta estimate the light pink because, you know, ideally that looks great now, but it's barely been in there, and some of it will probably wash out a little bit, and it will be darker when it's wet, so gotta kind of gauge that light pink look that I'm going for. Pulled it out a little bit ago, and the shirt looks really good. I'm not even checking the swimsuit because, like I said, I'm just seeing if it can, you know, hide some of those sun stains, because I did wear this swimsuit a lot, but I thought it would be perfect for Wanda, so for my classic Scarlet Witch. Hard to wash it out. Let me stretch.
It's a pretty pink.
It is a pretty pink. I'm thinking, I'm just looking at it like this, I think it's going to be like the perfect shade. Then we jump back to the headpiece. To have this headpiece fit on my head, I just attached a headband and it slid nicely right under my hair. Okay, so this is the first time I'm like trying it on. Like, after attaching the headband piece and whatnot. Not bad. Good morning. It's about 6:40 a.m. It's been extremely hot in my area lately, and I really wanted to get my Scarlet Witch cosplay shot, so I'm up really early because it's still cool outside. And this cosplay has a lot of different layers, so hopefully I'm doing it at a good time so I won't roast and have heat stroke. Funny enough, the day I was shooting this, I forgot that I hadn't cut the hole for my cape yet, so I went and did that before I got my makeup on. For my makeup, I did kind of a smoky eye look, kind of basic, with some pink and red hints in it to kind of tie back to the costume. The various steps of getting the costume on. You guys helped me to decide on the dark brown wig, which I'm super happy with. I was toying between a couple different colors because Wanda's had some different hair colors overall, but a lot of my reference pictures had dark brown hair, and so I'm so glad that we went with that. Okay, I'm like pretty happy with it right now. We'll see how the pictures go. And let the behind the scenes filming begin. So a lot of my photos were taken outside, and I wanted to give the illusion of Wanda flying, my Scarlet Witch look to be hovering and whatnot, so I did shoot most of my pictures up on a ladder, and then I removed the ladder in editing. Some of them I did more just on the ground, when in between some of my pretty trees. So there was a couple different variations of Scarlet Witch outside. I also filmed some reels and TikToks outside as well as inside, which offered me some fun bloopers in both instances. Right, now for the inside stuff. Well, I think that is all the Scarlet Witch filming for today. To go over the pieces that I did, I have the brown wig that you lovelies helped me decide on the darker color, which I ended up really liking. I made this headpiece, the long red gloves. I dyed this underneath mesh top to the pink for like the classic look. I got this piece of fabric and cut it for the like cape look. We have the red bodysuit, pink nylons, and the red boots that I had done for Harley, but I had this in mind too, and who knows, I might use those for other things too, because who doesn't need random red boots for their cosplays. So that is all she wrote on Miss Classic Wanda here.